They say the truth will set you free, but they never mention that it might also destroy everything you have worked so hard to build. I don't want your pity, and I am certainly not asking for your forgiveness. I just want to tell you how I lost myself at 28. Back then, I stood on the edge of a metaphorical cliff. Everything was shrouded in a thick, cold fog, and I couldn't see the ground below. Before the darkness, there was Tom. We were young, broke, and so incredibly happy in our tiny, sun-drenched apartment on the corner of the street, but the light faded when Tom lost his job. He would come home every evening looking hollow, as if the city had drained the life from him. For months of silence followed. The only sound in our home was the rhythmic, mocking tick of the wall clock as the bills piled higher.
I watched the man I loved crumble under the weight of his own perceived failure. I decided I would do anything to stop the bleeding. At my firm, Richard sat in his glass office like a king. He was successful, sharp, and he knew exactly how much I was struggling. He offered me a way out. A temporary compromise that would fix our debts. It was a transaction disguised as an act of professional kindness. I walked home that night through a city that felt foreign. The lights were blurred and cold, reflecting the choice I had just made. The relief was instantaneous. Tom found a new job soon after, and he celebrated by spinning me around our kitchen, laughing like a boy again. But in the quiet moments, I would look in the mirror and see a stranger staring back. The debt was gone, but the cost was manifesting elsewhere. Then came the news that should have been our greatest blessing. I was pregnant. I told Tom with a smile that felt like lead. Some secrets grow with time. They take root in your soul and become a part of the very foundation of your home. I remember the delivery room, the way Tom cried with such pure, unfiltered joy when he held baby Eli for the first time. Years passed. I watched Tom play with Eli and then Mia in the backyard. His love for them is the most beautiful thing I've ever known. And that is the hidden cost. To protect his happiness, I have to carry the weight of my compromise every single day of my life. I chose their peace over my own. Now, the guilt is a permanent guest in our home, sitting at our table, sleeping in our bed. Be careful what you are willing to sacrifice for a temporary fix. Some mistakes don't just fade, they become the life you live. They say the truth will set you free, but they never tell you how a lie can build a prison you never want to leave. For years, Rachel lived in that prison. She learned to breathe with a secret lodged in her chest, a weight she thought she could carry alone. In the golden afternoon sun, her husband Tom played with Eli and Mia. To the world, they were the perfect, happy family. But Rachel watched from the periphery, the shadows on her face deepening as she realized her life was built on a foundation of sand. She imagined her secret as a heavy, glowing stone, locked away in an ornate compartment where no one would ever find it. The routine of domestic life became a performance. She was a mother, a wife, and a keeper of a devastating silence. Then came that Thursday, a day that started like any other. Under the harsh, unblinking lights of her office, the phone screen lit up. Tom. The vibration felt like an earthquake. Rachel froze. The air suddenly thin and cold. A hospital parking lot. The sky was a bruised grey. The mundane reality of a medical emergency was about to strip everything away inside the clinical. White walls, a doctor handed over a folder, no drama, no shouting, just data that proved the lie. The DNA results were clear. The children Tom raised as his only weren't. The world stopped turning in that moment. That evening, the kitchen was silent. Tom sat across from her, his presence feeling miles away despite being just a table's length apart. His face wasn't twisted in anger. It was flat, destroyed. The look of a man who had lost his past and future at once. Rachel tried to speak, but the words died in her throat. The silence was the heaviest thing she had ever felt. Deception has a way of poisoning the best of memories. Even the happiest moments now felt like cruel tricks of the light. She remembered Ellie's first steps and the pride in Tom's eyes. Now, those memories were tainted by the knowledge of her betrayal. The joyful milestones were replaced by the cold reality of legal documents. Divorce papers sat where birthday cards once lived. Tom's voice was a whisper when he finally spoke. "I would have loved them anyway," he said. "But I can't love a lie." Rachel saw two paths before her, the difficult, sunlit road of truth she should have taken, and the shadowed ruin she chose. Now she watches from a distance. Tom is still a father to the children, but he is a stranger to her. He carries the weight she placed on him. He loves them with a broken heart, while she carries the regret of a lifetime. Don't wait until the truth is forced into the light. The damage of a lie is permanent, while the pain of truth is survivable. Choose honesty while you still have a choice, because once the foundation shatters, there is no going back. Choose honesty while you still can.